Chapter 15, Time Management Affects Your Life. Poor time management leads to increased errors, omission of important tasks, and general feeling of stress and ineffectiveness. Taking time to plan. You need to start the day by planning priorities that must be accomplished. No planning can lead to crisis mode. Break down large tasks into smaller tasks. Also, taking time to plan. An organization develops from good planning. Decide how people, activities, and materials are going to be put together to carry out objectives. Suggestions. Gather all supplies and equipment before starting an activity. Group activities that are in the same location. And then use time estimates and then document as soon as possible after the activity is completed. Assess staff assigned to work with you. Review short and long-term plans of unit regularly. Also plan ahead for meetings, prepare agendas, allow time throughout the day to assess progress, take regular scheduled breaks, use a planner or an appointment book to organize the day. A good way to tackle a difficult or complex task is to break it down into smaller tasks. In a priority setting and procrastination, it may be appropriate in some cases. Procrastination. Alright, and then also making a list. Written lists can be helpful. Planning tools only. Should be doable within the time available that day to feel like you accomplished something, when you do it that day or whatever. Not necessary to include daily tasks because this is everyday list. You know it. It's a routine thing. So you don't need to make a list of things you have to do every day. Take breaks. On reprioritizing priorities or list change due to new information. Need to reprioritize after the completion of each major task. Crisis may necessitate changes. So if something going on the job, things might have to change up because you're off schedule or whatever. Just work around it. May need to reorganize, communicate, and delegate new plan. Goals are not made for one day only. So, goals are something that you have to achieve or whatever. Dealing with interruptions. Lower level managers typically experience the most. Frequent interruptions results in situational stress and lower job satisfaction. So, like if people are constantly coming in the office or whatever, bothering you or whatever, constantly getting a lot of interruptions, then what happens is you're not successful with completing your task or whatever, your job duties. Need to develop skill in preventing interruptions. White belt policy, which means no interruptions, like people give a belt and you can't mess with that person the whole time they're giving meds or whatever if they have that belt on them. Not in reality world, but anyway. Time waster, social networking, getting on the internet and stuff, offer easy distractions, need to respond to various methods, need to find balance between need for virtual and face-to-face interaction and between work and personal life. TV, Facebook, phone, stuff like that. Other time wasters, number one time waster is socializing. Colleagues and personal phone calls. We do that all the time. Open door policy. Discourage idle chatter. Do not make self overly accessible. Interrupt. Avoid promoting socializing. Be brief and make appointments. That way you won't have people in and out your office. Other time wasters are paperwork overload and poor filing system. Multiple reports, requests, memos, etc. Handle each piece once. Personal time management. Need to recognize one's own preferred time management style. Find the best time to complete complex or difficult tasks. And value the time of others. Don't mess around. Also using a time inventory. Everything you've done during the day and how much time it took. So that's what that is. Which of the following would not be a strategy for preventing idle chatter? Excuse me. For a manager with an open door policy, working at the nursing station. That's the answer to that. That was chapter 15.